The Thomas compressor is flexibly attached to the fitting panel with 4 compression springs. The 2-pole motor connection cable is fitted with the connector sleeves to attach to the terminal strip on the control board. The 2-pole capacitor cable is equipped with tabs. The hose connection for the intake side is located next to the pressure relief valve. When pressure exceeds 2.5 bar, the pressure relief valve opens and vents the pressure side of the compressor. On the opposite side, there is a hose connection for the discharge side. The fan, intake muffler, starting capacitor for the compressor and condenser coil are mounted to the fan plate. The electronic printed circuit board. Please note, the control board contains sensitive electronic circuits. The observance of ESD protective measures is absolutely necessary. The control board drives all the processes in the system. A control circuit made of an ultrasonic sensor and proportional valves ensures that the device outputs controlled and exact values. The mains fuses are located next to the USB port. An acoustic signal generator is also built into the board. The power switch, display indication and the set point input for the flow rate are also integrated into the board. The configuration for the 8-pole connector block is as follows. The power line is connected to terminals 1 and 2. The temperature fuse is connected to terminals 3 and 4. The compressor is connected to terminals 5 and 6. The fan is connected to terminals 7 and 8. Previous series of devices can have a connector block on the control board with 6 poles. The configuration for the 6-pole connector block is as follows. The temperature fuse is incorporated in series with the power line and interrupts the power supply at temperatures above 72 centigrade. If the device cannot be switched on, despite a pending temperature alarm, this prevents plastic elements from deforming. Power line 1 is connected to terminals 1. Temperature fuse 2 is connected to terminal 2. The compressor block is connected to terminals 3 and 4. The fan is connected to terminals 5 and 6. The connection line wires are labeled in accordance with the terminal designations. The functional unit integrates all the mechanical components required to produce oxygen. The 6-pole plug connector connects the solenoid valve connections with the control board. The upper part of the functional unit is fitted with a pressure regulator to set the output pressure and 2 further hose connections, the oxygen outlet and the pressure monitoring outlet. The lower part of the functional unit contains a hose connection for the compressor air. There are plug connectors at all 3 connections that make it possible to quickly and easily connect the hoses. In addition, the solenoid valves and the nitrogen outlet are also located on the functional unit. Above, on the control board insert, there is a card containing safety instructions located behind the perspex cover. The service lid is positioned in the front area of the housing. Behind it, there is easy access to the compressor intake filter, mains fuses and USB port. The filter cover for the coarse dust filter is located on the back side of the housing. There are 2 mounts located over the filter cover on which the power cable can be wound. In order to facilitate mobility, the oxygen concentrator is provided with 4 wheels that are intended to go on the underside of the housing. To reduce noise levels, the oxygen concentrator housing is outfitted with sound insulating material. The front side of the housing contains an opening for the oxygen output. It takes a metal 9/16" threaded connector that can be screwed on with a special metal nut. Please note, devices from earlier production dates may have come with plastic nuts. When a heavy load is placed on the threaded connector, its strength may decrease. In this case, it is recommended that the plastic nut be replaced with a metal nut. To do this, first glue the metal nut with thread locker and then tighten it with a 15mm socket wrench. On the threaded connector, located on the inside of the housing, there is a pipe fitted with 2 check valves and secured with a nylon tie. In operation, the check valve prevents outside gaseous or liquid elements from penetrating the device. The second check valve prevents the buildup of possible negative pressure during the device's cooling phase after switching off.